Today, UB Nation, your host, Samuel Corbin, here with special guest.
Samora Sanders,
What do you...
goalkeeper of UB Mingos.
And we're just going to ask him a few questions about the game that they had. What was that?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
And where they fought against Warriors and won 5-0. Yes. So, yeah, we're just going to ask him a few questions. So, firstly, wow, what a performance for the opening night. How do you feel?
I mean, it was a good way to set the tone for how the season was already going for us. I mean, internationally we struggled, and it's just all about, getting it back now. Like, the games we lost are the games we're going to win in the league.
Okay, so do you think going away helped you guys a lot and with building your chemistry as a unit and getting a solid game plan for these games locally?
I'd say it was just a very good learning experience for at least all of the new people that was on trips, a lot of the freshmen. So everybody was able to gel together. There was a lot of team bonding outside of the games and stuff. So that alone built a lot of chemistry between a lot of the players.
That's great. Now I gotta ask, with all those goals last night.
Yeah.
I mean, Sunday.
Yeah.
Which one was your favorite?
My favorite would have been the second goal with Phil chipped into the net post.
Oh, that was when he danced around the defender?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that one?
I feel like that might have been like the best solo goal that happened that night.
100%. For you guys listening in, I do the commentary for the soccer games. So Wednesday they have a game, so please make sure you tune into that. Against who?
Renegades.
Okay. Hopefully it's another thrashing like Sunday. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm excited. I love when you all score. I love football.
I love when we score too.
Yeah. I don't want you to say any of your secrets, but
someone named Dennis Hermo said one keeper. What does that mean?
He said number one keeper.
He just said number one. It just
keeper.
said one. Maybe he meant number one.
Yeah, he's from Freeport. One of my old teammates. So
He's just showing support.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, first clean sheet. But you want to say shout out to defense? Was there anything specifically y'all worked on in training that helped you keep that clean sheet?
It has a lot to do with communication. So what I say to them, they do just very good teamwork outside of that, just communication. If you don't communicate, anything can happen if we don't communicate.
Right.
So communication keeps everybody in line, keep everybody together. And that's kind of the reason why my job is so much more easy, because I communicate, because I can see the entire field and I can say, he's here, he's there, or I can give somebody else the ball and say, play here or play there, because I've already seen that pass before they see the pass. Yeah.
So keeping track of all these players, you find it like hard at times?
Not anymore. I mean, maybe when I first started, it might have been a lot to take in, but now it's a lot more easier because everybody understands their role too. So you have a lot of people where they're really focused, but they can really just be focused on the ball instead of what's going on around them. Yeah.
I don't mean to bring anything up, but I heard you have some issues with penalties, saving penalties. And tell people about that.
No, I don't have any issues with saving penalties. I mean, anybody can get stunned off of a penalty. Anybody. So some of the best keepers in the world get stunned. So I mean, the last penalty that UIC got against me, in all honesty, I just was stunned. So I was about to move, and then like as soon as I was about to move, I realized he changed his direction, and before I could change and follow up, I got stunned. So
I didn't mean to like put you on the spot like that. I remember your team talked about it in training. Like they were joking around about you and the last goalkeeper. I think his name is Max.
Yeah.
Because he was really good at penalties, but struggled everywhere else. And you, it seems like the opposite. Pretty solid everywhere else, but just penalties. So how do you go about like adjusting to that? Like, has Coach Alex done anything to help you fit into the team? Not just penalties, but I mean in general, like fit into the team and develop your skill.
It's not so much about fitting in. It's just the addition that they needed. It was just the missing puzzle piece to what was going on. A lot of building out the back and stuff like that. You need a good goalkeeper with feet for it and good communication as well to go with it, and good vision whenever you get the ball, knowing what to do with it, making very little mistakes as possible, playing fast, stuff like that.
You guys were really good in the build up. Like I said before, you guys were excellent. Rolling it from the back, carrying it forward. I saw Naldo, but Phil got his hat trick, and then Naldo with the beautiful assist. I remember when he threw a ball through, and it just dropped to Phil's feet beautifully. It spun back for him. Because I saw it hit the ground, and literally stop moving.
Yes, and it's a lot of credit to our captain Aldo for it. So it was a really impressive game. Just based off of the way we built, we attacked, we defended when necessary. Everything just was falling in line. Although we started pretty slow, and I'd say that was due to obviously a few people not being on the field. A few adjustments was made in the second half, and that's how I felt we were able to comfortably get four easier goals than in the first half where we struggled to get one. But I wouldn't say it was a struggle because it was a really good assist to Phil. And obviously hats off to Phil.
It was a
really big game for him.
We would have loved to have him here, but I'm not sure. Maybe another time. But with these future games, is there any strategy you're going to change going into them, or any mindset? Yeah, it's tomorrow.
I feel like it all depends on the team, because Warriors on Sunday was a team where I felt it was a need for more building up. Normally I'm a keeper where I would organize everybody and kick a ball maybe 70 or so yards up the field, and we get our immediate attack on from there. But you can't do that with every team. You have to I'd have to play against every team and figure out how to adjust to what breaks them down. And that's very important for everyone on the team to understand as well. So I would have someone working overtime just because that's the weak side.
I saw Keenan. I saw that with Keenan.
Yes. So if there's a lot of penetration on one side, somebody has to work overtime.
We talked a lot about strategy, but so something more light. So what do you think about the culture of the team?
It's a very talented team we have going into this season, and once everybody can do their job comfortably without anything getting in the way, it should be hands down. We should be able to win the league easily, just off of the talent of our team, and it's just about doing our job. So everybody on the team has a job that they have to do in order for the team to work. So we can't rely on Naldo to score goals when we have three people up front to do it. That'll be him doing extra. Even though he scored against Warriors, you have to look at where it came from. It came from a very genius play. Josh was playing center back and he overlapped the player. And Naldo made a good run and got the pass from Josh. Goal. But all the time, it's not expected of a midfielder to score a goal before a striker. But it's just all about positioning too.
So with everyone doing their jobs, we're in for an amazing season, and that's just a preview, you would say.
Yes.
to come.
I feel like it's gonna get better once we don't get relaxed and get comfortable and everybody just continues to do their job. We can continue this for years once everybody stays together and obviously get their work done in school. So
Is there any advice or anything you want to say to those listening?
you're in for a great season. It's a lot of freshmen on the team that's gonna really surprise you this season. So I'll say we're gonna try and go undefeated, just like the other UB crew a few years ago. That's the plan. And we're gonna try and stick to that plan. But in order for that to work, like I say, everyone just has to do their job.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Let's see your name to the camera again.
Samora Sanders.
Okay. That's goalkeeper in UB history. You were there for us. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, that's the podcast, but we have more. Introducing our co-host, Cameron. We have another student coming in.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Man.
Oh,
Appreciate you.
Thank
Think about it, okay.
so Sam, how you feel about the basketball team? You know, they have a break right now. They didn't play. They're not playing this Tuesday, Thursday, then next Tuesday. So how you feel about that?
From what I've seen, they've been looking pretty solid. They're always coming out with energy, and defense is always a priority for them. So look forward for another defensive masterclass from them next week. And I've noticed the opponents seem to be getting a little harder. The score keeps getting closer and closer.
Yes.
But I know the boys will bring it home. I trust in them.
And we definitely have a special week next week because Saturday is coming as homecoming, the first day of homecoming. And next week we actually have 2 games, basketball games, Tuesday and Friday. So if you're a Mingo fan, you definitely don't want to miss next week. You have 2 opportunities to come on next week. And like I said, you try not to let the homecoming game be your first game of the season. Come check out the team on Tuesday. I promise you, you won't regret it. It's a very, very talented team. Fun, electrifying on both ends of the court. You know, sometimes we used to one-sided team, but this team is great on offense and defense. They bring the intensity every game, and you could expect a show from any one of the 10 players who check into the game every Thursday. So I'm definitely excited for next week with 2 games happening, and along with the other events that we have going on next week for homecoming.
For Tuesday and Friday, you say? So guys, if you are interested in our game, check us out at Kendall Isaacs at 7 p.m. Hopefully we start on time. I know.
Yeah. We had some issues with that for the last couple of games, and also if you can't make it out in person, we are live streaming, so you don't want to miss out on that.
Yes, we live stream. We try to live stream every game we have here at UB, from soccer to basketball,
the volleyball.
So please come check us out. We posted on our TikTok and I think
Facebook,
Instagram. So yeah, Go Mingle, right on our Go Mingles page. So guys, there's no excuses. Just like our theme for the year, no excuses.
But I'd say this: you definitely don't want to miss the game in person because we also have halftime prizes and challenges that you don't want to miss out on. You never know what you could win. So maybe you want to go out on the court and practice a little extra half court shot, you know, or you want to take out that ball and start dribbling, you know. There may be a cash prize. We can't guarantee that.
A monetary item, or just some dinero. I don't know. A little birdie told me that. So yeah, try to come out to our games, please.
Because we love our Mingos fans. Whether you join on live or you come in person. The energy has been great this season from the Mingos fans. They've been coming out with great numbers, and the arena has been really loud, and you could hear when the momentum shifts for the teams because I remember last game, the Buccaneers started to bring it a little, they got started to get a little close, and then the Mingos made a few plays, and
They
the
opened
crowd
game.
totally blew open the game with their energy and just cheering. It's like it almost looks like homecoming before homecoming. It's crazy.
Guys, trust, as an athlete, you guys really make a difference when you show up to our games. Your energy is palpable, and we can feel that energy. We feed off it as athletes, and yeah, it definitely makes us perform better.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys, and try to come out, yeah, and support our team.
And if you're not a basketball fan, we have soccer games.
Soccer game is actually tomorrow.
Versus Renegades. You don't want to miss that. At 7 o'clock. Roscoe.
Russell,
Davies.
Anfield. Yeah, field.
RLD.
It's the one right across from the softball field. If you weren't sure where that is, it's right across from the softball field. So, guys, no excuses, no excuses. Come on. Support our team. Hopefully, it's another amazing showing like Sunday was 5-0 against Warriors.
It's always an amazing show with the soccer team.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, guys, if you didn't know, Warriors were a team that they beat last year 5-4.
And like for the first
For the first time in a few years, I think 3 to 4 years.
It was the first time in, I think,
And-
5 years they lost.
Yeah.
Usually Warriors has
And that was
the
5-4
national-
last year. So
the
I mean
national
last
team.
term when they played. So this term they won 5-0. I mean, this team just looks like they're ready, just a shark smelling blood in the water, and they're ready to win the league.
That
Bring it
just
on.
shows you the skill of our soccer team
Mm.
year in, year out. Like, even if they're not at the top, like the very top, they're always at the top in one of the names that you have to look out for. One of the clubs who always come every game, and it's gonna be a tough, intense match. So, as a fan, like, you guys have such a great team to watch, and you definitely don't want to miss out on that.
And track and field tryouts are coming next month, so stay tuned for that. If you guys are, if any
You're
UB person
interested.
is interested in trying out for our team, feel free to. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. So how do you feel following midterm break? How do you feel with school and stuff like that?
It's just been trying to find the right balance,
Mhm.
and trying not to get overwhelmed with all the athletics, work, school. So it's about finding the right balance and sticking to the plan. That's all it is.
So what's one thing that you say keeps you grounded, or like any quotes or anything that keeps you motivated to keep going?
Keeps me grounded. I like nice things, and nice things cost money. And to get a lot of money, I need to get a good job, and get a job requires a degree. So yeah, that's what keeps me grounded.
Yeah, because definitely you have a really tough schedule, especially being an athlete. You know, Sam, he's short put Joe.
Yeah, you're sure.
So he's definitely an important part of Mingo's Nation, and he does a lot behind the scenes with the media team, and also as an athlete and as a student as well.
Enough about me.
This is the guy right here. So shout out to Sam. So, yeah.
Enough about me. Cam, what do you think about all these sport events? And like our schedule seems a lot more packed than it was in previous years with
Yes.
all these events. How do you feel about it?
It's been great, honestly. Like, the college experience is what you make it, and going out to sports games and witnessing the culture around the sport, because every sport has a different culture. Volleyball has a different culture, basketball has a different culture, soccer has a different culture. And just seeing all the cultures, different environments, it really makes you appreciate each sport individually, and it just draws you back in every time they have a game. So I think it's great, honestly, as a fan. And even if you like not even familiar with a particular sport, just being out there just it draws your interest, because as someone who isn't really, I don't have that much knowledge on soccer, but watching the soccer team every time they play is honestly is great. Like, you see the fans out there, even from the other clubs, and hearing the commentary from the fans, and just being there to witness that is always a treat, because you don't know what you're gonna hear. Obviously, some things are better than others, but you can't guarantee what you're gonna hear. But I promise you, if you come out there, you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna see great soccer being played, So yeah, as a father, it's great, honestly.
For sure. Well, that's a great way to end this part of this segment, this podcast.
So how you
But we
feel?
always end with a piece of advice, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, give some.
Piece of advice.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I feel okay. Just piggybacking off what you said, you like nice things, and that keeps you going. I just feel like being in this position as a college student, you know, things may not be the best right now, whether it be financially, emotionally, even physically, but it's important to keep going because you can use this point as a reference point to where you don't want to stay in. You want to keep evolving, you want to keep getting better, you want to keep rising up. So, despite the situation you may be in, it may not be favorable. It may not be the situation that you envision yourself being in at this age. Because I know a lot of times we're in high school, we have so much big plans for the future. We plan on graduating at 20 years old and having our own house and car and a big time job. But like, don't rush the process. And even if you fall down, just remember that you don't want to always be in that position. So just use it as building blocks and stepping stones to continue to rise up and get better every day. And it's important to get 1% better every day because that 1% adds up. So even if you feel like you're wasting time, always remember how far you've come and remember that the goal isn't to get 100% better every day. Obviously, that'd be great, but strive to at least be 1% better every day, even if it's just reading for 1 hour a day, or you just open up, you open a textbook, or you look at some practice problems or whatever your major may be, or whatever class you may take. Just dedicate some time because something is always better than nothing. So that little bit always adds up, and you see the benefits over time. You see the impact it has on you, you see the effect it has. You see it in your performance and your confidence because it's important to be confident as well as a student. So yeah, definitely try to get 1% better every day. What about you, Sal?
My piece of advice is remember you're running your own race. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to look back at what you've done, and you can either be disappointed or you can be proud of yourself. So yeah, just strive to be the best version of you, and that's my advice to you all. Go Mingos.
Any place you want to shout out?
Go Mingos.
Shout out to Rakia, wonderful camera.
Person, yes.
The MVP behind the scenes. Shout out to Boss, man.
Shout out to Jacoby.
Shout out to Jacoby. Shout out to Jacoby.
Yeah.
We'll see you.